Okay, well I finally figured out a complex thing in Mario Wonder: bubble making. How to make an effect loop. As you see, it keeps getting a Goomba, Spiny, and some other friends. If any of them are killed, it will stop them from spawning, but I'm going to explain how I did this first. Just note that if you kill any of them, it'll stop them from spawning. I'm going to pull up level 1. You can get it to look like this if you open it in Switch Toolbox, or if you convert it to a YML with like 6 programs. So I'm going to scroll to the bottom and show you this. This is how many lines you need to make a 7-thing loop. I will go over all of those lines right after I go over the components. The components you need are a LogicalSignalNORTag. You need one of those. You need a bunch of ResidentSignalDelayTags, one for each part of the loop. As you see, I have 7 of them. And you need... I don't know why BG font is here. You need the things that you want to be looped. You need the Goomba, you have the Spiny, the Snail, the Mama, the Friendly Mama, and etc. These are just the guys that we're looping. As you saw, it was a Snail, then a Mama, then I think this is, I forget what this is. This is the Hippopotamus, this is the Slime, this is the Sproing. And I'll go over how to do this. But first things first, a LogicalSignalNORTag is something that will send a basic signal and create stuff until it is turned off. Until it gets any signal. Once a NORTag gets any signal to it, once it gets a signal, then it will delete everything it's created and remove all signals that it's sent. And that's how the loop works, because it has to reset the loop. I'm going to go all the way to the bottom to these that I just have. It may look like a lot, but the thing I have right now is the NORTag. This is the most important thing, is the information about what the NORTag is and where it is. As you see at the end, it makes a basic signal. These numbers may probably mean nothing to you, but I will show you anything that is this long is an enemy that I'm creating in the loop. Anything that is this long is a delay tag, and this exact one, which is very short, is the NORTag. The way this works is the NORTag starts by creating the first enemy and creating the first delay. Once this first delay is created, I'm going to go up here to show you what it does. This ResidentSignalDelayTag, when it's created, it will wait 30 frames, and then it will do what I've told it to. After it's waited 30 frames, it'll run these 3 things. The first thing it does is create the next one. This next one also has to wait 30 frames. Know that it will also wait 30 frames until it's doing what it's done. Then, the other thing it does, these 3 lines does, is it deletes this first enemy. It deletes the first enemy that it made, and it makes the second enemy. Then, we go into number 2, which I already scrolled up and showed you. It has a 30-second delay. What it does is creates the third one, which is this, creates the third enemy, and deletes the second enemy. The third one, as you see, is the same. Creates an enemy, deletes an enemy, creates an enemy, deletes an enemy, creates a thing. These are all just copy and pasted. Then you get to the last one. This is the most important one. You send a basic signal to the thing that... You send a basic signal to the NORTag. You send the basic signal here, so it resets the loop. Now I'll show you the entire loop up here. This thing will create this thing. It waits 30 frames. It creates this thing, waits 30 frames. Creates this thing, waits 30 frames. Creates this thing, waits 30 frames. Creates this, waits 30 frames. Creates this, waits 30 frames. Creates this, waits 30 frames. And then this will send a signal to this. Then this thing, getting the signal, will delete what it's created. Okay, it deletes this. Because this is deleted, it deletes what it's created. It deletes this. deletes this, deletes this, deletes this. The deletion happens in a span of like 7 frames. Each deletion happens on the next frame from each other, but it's really quick. Deletion just like happens almost instantly. Then the last one, because it's been deleted, it will then remove its signal to this. It will no longer have sent a signal, and because this NOR tag has 0 signals left, it will start creating this again. It'll create this, and because, oh, it's been created, it waits 30 frames and creates that. That's how the loop works. And the only reason these enemies are here is to be created and deleted. They don't actually connect to anything. They are just the lines of creation and deletion, like these lines. These are what the enemies are. This is very complex stuff. It took me like a day to figure it out, but I'm happy that I was able to make a loop. You can loop a lot of things. Anything that needs a basic signal, like even a wonder tag, can be looped. Or say, if you want a block bridge if you want to remake the jump, 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 you can do something similar to this by just making some blocks appear then disappear on a loop, like how I was making the enemies appear and disappear. And if you can even go more complex with it, like, oh, if you want something to stop the loop and just delete everything no matter what, say you touch a mini flower and the loop just stops, you can do that by sending a signal here. You can do a lot with it. It's very confusing, but if you want to have a mama that appears randomly and has some friendly Goombas, you can. And just showing you for a fact, if I remove the Goomba's dead. It won't get created anymore, but it also just won't die. The hippopotamus didn't die, so it's fine. And I died. But yeah, that's how you make a loop. It's very confusing, I'm sorry.